Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. If you are new, buckle up, buttercup. I'm kidding. If you're new, I knit, I crochet, I sew, and I talk. All right. I do a lot of different other crafts, but yeah, that's my main gist. I guess I should say I talk, I knit, I crochet, and I sew. That would probably be better. I just recently started adding the talking version to the list of descriptors for myself because I do it a lot. If you're a returning viewer, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you being here time and time again, because without you returning, without people clicking on these videos, YouTube would say, yeah, nobody likes her. I'm amazed that y'all do anyway. But so today, the last video I did came out Monday. Actually, I wanted to get this recorded yesterday. I didn't get a chance. My daughter-in-law come up and wanted to change the oil in her car, so I was out there with her with that. And after we did that, she came in and she had hand embroidered a baby's name on some poo fabric that she was going to. I loved it because she was making she's made a crochet baby blanket, and on the side panel she's going to add the embroidered name on the poo fabric. So it's going to be a mixed media. It's going to be cotton, like quilting cotton with the embroidery on it, and then the crochet. I think it's going to be so pretty. But anyway, I didn't touch it. I was so proud of her. She did have to have help as far as what to do, as far, as sewing it together and whatnot. But she sewed that panel together and turned it inside out and sewed up the bottom. So now the only thing she has to do is incorporate it into the crochet blanket. Beautiful. So anyway, I did not get to record this yesterday, so you know what? That's fine. We'll get it recorded this morning. But I do have to get these things sent off. I have yet to hear back. Let me make sure. I might have misspoke. Nope. Because, y'all, I kid you not, I went to send the email to Laura, and I thought I'd sent it yesterday. But like I said, there was a lot going on yesterday, and I guess I just left it in draft mode. So hopefully she'll get back with me about these bags, and if they meet her approval, I'll get them mailed out. But I wanted to show you first and foremost, and this has... I really have to use the lint roller here because it's so funny. When my lint roller isn't for hair or anything like that, unless it's my hair. Mainly it's for thread. All right. Make sure. All right, so June asked me, she had a special request. She wanted a tote bag, and I thought of Macy's tote bag that I did with the foam stabilizer. And as you can see, I mean, this thing stands on its own. She said she wanted a tote out of the owl fabric, so I did it. And she said she didn't care what bottom I did, so I went with the darker navy that I think accents that so beautifully. Now that blue that I did for, who was that for? I took it off my I don't remember at this moment. I haven't had any caffeine this morning, so my brain's not firing yet. But anyway, I do like the royal blue on the bottom too, like I did, I think it was a medium size. No, it might have been large. I can't remember. I don't remember. But I also like the darker bottom with this owl fabric. Now, the thing about this is the stabilizer that I use for this is two-sided. So I ended up putting 2 liners in this bag. You won't be able to see 2 liners, but the way the stabilizer, you have to have something on the other side when you iron your fabric onto it. So this has got 2 liners, which really frustrates me because I don't want to have to waste the material on a liner that's not even going to be seen. But it is what it is. So when I was making this, now June didn't ask me to do this, and this is Chelsea at She Sews Seams' fault. I put in a pocket, and this is a big old pocket. I think I measured this pocket. Hold on. It can hold a steno pad. So it is 8 inches deep by 9 inches wide. So it's an 8 by 9 pocket. Now, June didn't ask me for that, but I wanted to see if I could do it. So June's bag got to be my guinea pig, and it came out beautifully. So I would love to do that again. I wouldn't mind doing one inside, but it's so cool when you have it outside of the bag. Now, it's not, it doesn't have a closure or anything, so you'd have to make sure that you put it something that was going to go down in the bottom. But isn't that beautiful, y'all? I am so tickled with how this came out. So tickled. Now, I don't have any more of that stabilizer, so if anybody wants any more totes, I might have to try to find it, because I've had that since I did Macy's, and I think it was before we closed the store. It was before we even went into liquidation, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because actually, let me see, and then I'll show y'all Laura's order that I just, oh, I love how these came out. Alright, let me check. Let me see. Macy was, when did I do yours, Macy? Wait. It says May. But now, I had it from before, so I'm about to say, I know I didn't know. Alright, so yeah. I would have to find another place to get that stabilizer. But as for Laura's order, originally it was 3 bags, and she ended up going with 4, but alright, so I will start with the Amazing Grace, and I have not, there's thread even on this. I haven't rolled all these. So she wanted an Amazing Grace for her friend with burgundy, and I thought, well, that would be pretty, and I do like that. So that is the Amazing Grace. Now, okay, so I had planned on this one having a flowered liner, and I forgot by the time I went to go making these that I was supposed to put the flower liner in there, so it just got the customary little vine flower, the vine liner, white on white. And then the light coffee. Now, Autumn, you did ask me about this. This was the last bit that I had, so I do have more on order on the coffee fabric. So as soon as that gets in, I will contact you, because this was the last little bit of coffee fabric that I had. And then she said she wanted cats or seashells, you know. I mean, cats or sea turtles, not seashells. I'm going back to my incorrect wordage on the last video. But anyway, so she has a beautiful orange kitty cat, and we wanted to make sure that any bag she got would not show the fur, and I think that will be beautiful. Now I'm still waiting on Laura to give me final approval on these to make sure that, you know, I can get them out to her. But I love this. I was gonna go for orange because of the seashells, but when I put the orange that I have, which is a very Halloween orange, I mean, it's bright in your face orange, it was pretty, but it didn't quite, it just didn't, it didn't go well enough for me to want to add it to it. So that's when I went with the coral or salmon, however you want to call that color. But I love that combo. I love it. Now, I still love the sea turtles with the turquoise on the bottom, too. And I believe I did one with purple. Yeah, I did one with purple, too, and I like that one. Now, here are my kitty cats. So I had given her a choice between the sea turtles, or I'd showed her the sea turtle that I had, the only sea turtle. But then I gave her about 3 or 4 choices for kitty cats. And she chose the butterfly kitty cats. So I did that. Isn't that so pretty? And with that yellow, it won't show her kitty cat's hair. I love this one. Now this one I don't know if y'all can see that. I did do the flower liner, the white on white flowers. I love that one. And I think with that fabric, I probably would love just about any color combo that I put on there. In fact, I have some beautiful pink. It might be a different shade than the tulips that are on there, but not by much. I might try that too. Y'all know me. I get excited when I'm talking about, you know, different color combinations and whatnot. So, after my unboxing of my Hobie stuff, I kind of put it to the side. But, because I have not done my gauge swatches. But I think I know which top I want to make out of it. I think I want to make the aria top, the knitted top, because it is so pretty. But I won't get started on that until I do the gauge swatch and see how much, if more, I need more yarn. To be fair, I had thought about doing stripes, and I still might. I just don't know what kind of stripes. Do I want like a big solid piece of color, then a big solid neutral, and then a big solid piece of color at the bottom? I just don't know. I don't know. And I won't be able to determine that until I do my gauge swatch. But anyway, all that to say was to say that I haven't finished my sock because I was crocheting yesterday. And I got me another bag done. Now, this is Stephanie Zed's pattern. I'll link it down below. Y'all know this is the bag pattern, the mesh market bag that I always do. I recently gave away the first one that I made of this, so I had to make another one since I have it listed on my website. And this is in the Lily Sugar and Cream called Azalea. Now, with my with Stephanie Z's pattern, I don't do her regular and I don't do her extra large. I kind of went in between. I ended up doing 26, I believe, 26 across here, and then I do 32 rows of mesh. But I thought about using a solid color on this, and I think the Berry Crush would look really, really good. But the first one I made was with a azalea handle, so I wanted to, that's what I have listed on my website, so I wanted to duplicate that so that it would be the exact same. Now I still might change it up and do another one if I don't know if I have enough left of the azalea to be able to do the bag, and then, well, I could do like a Berry Crush bag and then do the azalea on the handle if I don't have enough azalea for an entire market bag. So, if y'all want some market bags, I got plenty on my website. And these are some honking big bags. Alright, so apparently it was a bag. I was all bags. Whether it was the sewn bags, the crochet bags, it didn't matter. I was going hog wild with bags. I was being a bag lady. So, just to recap, I have June's finished. I have Laura's order finished. Just waiting on her. Now, June's has to go out. I'll be heading to town to, after I package that up, to get that sent to her. And I really had fun with that. I really did. It was really enjoyable. Oh, sorry. I was trying to see if Laura had gotten back with me, and you know how it is when you open up something and you're like, oh. So I'm gonna look. I'm not gonna look at that. I will pull up that aria pattern. The only thing is the way it sits on the mannequin. I'm gonna do the split hem. I probably will forever do a split hem. But I think what I might do is extend the length of the hem, because in my last t-shirt, or my last 2 t-shirt, I only had a split hem about that long. But I think I want a bigger split. So I think what I might do is probably about a 4-inch, 3-inch, 4-inch. No, that's 4 inches. About a 4-inch rib section. And even if I don't go that much, you know, I still want 3 to 4 inches. And I think that will help it lay better than what I'm seeing in the thing. I wish they had put it on a model. I really do. Because I would love to see that. And it's so funny because the image that they have, the hand-painted cascade, kind of reminds me of the KC that I made. Now, I could make this tee in that instead of the Bella Coco yarn, because I have enough of that. And I could kind of test the striping idea, because with the I don't know though, that might not work. Now this is I would be able to wear this in the summer and the fall, and probably even in the winter, because we get cold, but we don't get super cold. Like, I could put this on and put a jacket over it, and I would be good to go. And then take it off, you know, whenever I get somewhere. But, because, I don't know, I probably could make a long sleeve version, but, again, I don't know if I have enough yarn for that. But I would like to test the pattern out in a short sleeve, just in case I didn't like the pattern. Because I don't know how to describe it. I need some caffeine. I think that would help me with my descriptions. I got a question. All right, so that's all the goodies that I had to show. So if that's all you were here for, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate your time. Now I'm going to talk. All right. I had some inspiration the other day, and I'm pulling all these different, and I'm looking up at my cloth because I was pulling all these combinations together, and I'll probably show you those in the next video. But what I want to do is the existing bags that I have now, I'm going to put them on my website. I mean, the bags I have made up to now, I'm going to put them, if I have enough of the fabric, I'm going to put them minimum of one available. And I will classify them as a custom order so that you can pick and choose. Now, I'll have the bag, and then you can ask, you can get with me and see if you want a different bottom and top color than I have in that listing. Because I have so much of a lot of different colors that I could match up with so many different prints. So that's gonna be a change on my website that should be done by Thursday when I air the video. I'm hoping I can get focused on that today, if not tomorrow, so that it will be ready for Thursday. So cross your fingers. No, I need to cross my fingers. I don't need to do any of that because hopefully it's already done by the time you see this. And that means you can order it, and I'll make it as it's ordered so that I don't get a lot of stock of these bags built up. And I know my website is forever evolving. I do want to get the bowl cozies put on there, and it'll be 100% cotton, thread, material, batting, all of that, so you won't have to worry about anything with your microwaves. And there was something else I was going to add that was going to be a custom piece, and I can't remember. The table runners. That is not in progress yet as far as making a listing for that. I'm hoping that I can get the bowl cozies on by the time this video airs, but I'm not going to promise it because there's a lot going on in the next couple days. So I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, now, so that's gonna be coming to the website, and hopefully that'll be something that helps y'all out, because you can see what is available to make. So if you at any time, because I've gotten a lot of emails like, do you think this will be available? Do you think that'll be available? And this way I can say, okay, if I have enough material to make 5 bags, I can put a quantity of 5 on that. That way, even if you order a custom bag, the listing is still available for someone else to order a bag too. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense this morning. I don't feel like I am. But I'm hoping that'll make things easier. Okay. Now, the part that I was kind of nervous about. Actually, I'm a lot nervous about it. YouTube is doing a situation to where if you open up memberships, they'll give you $100 bonus. So I opened up memberships. You don't have to do it, okay? But if you do want to support the channel, to help by the various craziness that I do get into and show you. You can, but it's not, you're not obligated, sweetheart. Just because it's there doesn't mean anything's going to change on my end. Right now, I'm not going to offer any special content for members just yet. I don't know if I ever will. Y'all have to give me your feedback on that. Right now, it's emojis, and I do want to get some special emojis. I really do. Just for that. And so I'm so nervous about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I think I put it as one is early viewing, and that's not going to be a super big thing. It's probably either the night before or midnight or something like that, just to where it's going live a little bit faster for the members. But I didn't want to do an exclusive thing just yet, because the membership's just something I had asked y'all about. And like I said back then, it's not something that you have to do, so God, don't feel obligated. And if you can't, you don't have to explain it, you know. I mean, I have survived this long. Actually, wow. I'm almost at 1.5 years on this channel. Ha! So, it's there if you want to join the membership. If not, that's totally cool. Alright? That's all I need to say on that. I just wanted to let y'all know that the memberships are available if you feel so inclined. Now, the part that I was excited about was with that. And I wonder if I could make some emojis. So I don't know how that works, because I thought it would be really, really cool to have different emojis for different situations and stuff, especially on my lives. Because I reached out to Kelsey at Passionate Goods, or Passionate Kelsey. And she said she uses Streamlabs software to do her lives. And I have it. I even have it up on my screen. But for some reason, it's not acknowledging. It says, please connect a Google account that has a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm not sure why it's not merging. And I don't want to bug her because, you know, she's... Lord, that child is busy as mess. Well, that woman. I did not mean to say child. I'm so sorry. Because she is a full-grown woman. But, you know, she's younger than me. So, it just, my brain does that. Anyway, so, I want to be able to have the software up. Because I think it's the YouTube software that keeps doing the loading error. And I don't want to do it on my phone again. I really don't. As much as I loved doing the lives, I want to have it to where it's on my laptop. Couldn't think of my words. So, but what I was thinking is, if I can do these lives, I would have emojis that you could use in the lives. And come on. How fun would that be? But especially if you could make one kind of run across. I don't know. I think the emojis they're not GIFs, so they will be stationary images. Just emojis instead of animated emojis. But that's where I'm at right now. I hope to get some... I want to get another one of these made. As you can see, I still haven't made the correction to make this my V-neck yet. Yeah, I haven't worn this to town yet because I still haven't finished my, ooh, let me make sure I'm not showing anything I shouldn't show. I haven't even finished my hem. I still have my serged piece, and you know, since they're not perfect, I have to, yeah, I've got to get this thing finished because I would love to wear it to town, and I wouldn't mind wearing it to town as it is, especially if I get a nude a nude bra, but right now it's just comfy to wear at home. So I want to get another one of these made because I have the most beautiful fabric. I will show y'all. I think I've been yapping plenty long enough, so I don't want to grab it right now, but I definitely want to get another one of these made. And I've been thinking about that because I told my daughter-in-law she wanted to make a beautiful little dress that we bought patterns for right before we closed down. Actually, I got one. I think I got one at my store and one at West Columbia. No, I got one at West Columbia and one at North Columbia. None was in my store for her. I did look, but nope, none of them were available. So I got to thinking, you know, I want to make another one of these, but I'm going to do the V-neck in that one to begin with. And I think I might do kind of like a flouncy sleeve, but I like these sleeves, you know, they're comfy. But I like the whole construction of this dress. Anyway, I'm rambled. I've talked. I've shown goodies. Told you ideas that I want to do. Now, when I was talking about doing the custom orders, there are some bags that I want to make to put available as custom orders, but I have to make the prototype first so that I can show y'all pictures. And one of them, can y'all hear that? That plane must be really low. Anyway, that wasn't a squirrel, that was actually a plane. But I have these ideas for these bags, and that's why I said, you know, I was getting all these inspirations of these, so I may do that. I may show y'all that on my next video. I don't know if I'm going to show you the ideas or I'm going to go ahead and make the bags. It just depends. Like I said, the next couple days is going to be busy, but I do want to get some of those bags made because they're just fun. They're just fun. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I've rambled enough. I hope today you are better functioning than I am. Because my brain has just went So, I'm going to see if I can't get some kind of caffeine in me or something and get my day kicking. Because I definitely need to get to the post office to get these mailed off and get started on my other stuff. So, that is definitely, beyond the fact that I've enjoyed doing this, that is my joy today. Because I do love to start creating different things. And I might go ahead and get going on a berry crush. I have to see if I have any more Zaya. Because I do like having this as a on-the-go crochet project. I mean, yes, I know my squares are on the go. But this is mindless. And my squares, I have to think about what color do I want to use and blah, blah, blah. So, actually, that's a lame excuse. But this I can carry around in my project bag. And to do my squares, I have to carry my mom's big tote bag. So, it's just it's a easiness thing. And besides, I like to kind of keep the scrap squares by my chair, my recliner. But I haven't been using my recliner a whole lot because I stay in here almost all night. Oh, I just had another idea for a bag. I just seen it over there. So I'll show y'all that next time too. So I want y'all to find your joy. And I'm rambling. And I've said that like 5 times already. So if you stuck with me, you are my people. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Find your joy. Hold on to it. Don't let go. And keep it in reserve. Because you never know when you're just getting... you're weighed down by all your responsibilities and your stuff that you have to do or that you want to do. And then you could just say, wait, where's that feeling? What did I feel like when I thought of that or did that? And you know. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.